It's the show that started a worldwide phenomenon. A story so mystifying and unpredictable, audiences can't wait to see what will happen next. Fans everywhere are going crazy, searching for clues and hatching theories about the most talked about show on television.
Teeming with secrets to be unpacked, mysteries to be solved.
That is interesting.
But are you feeling a little lost?
We're all equal.
Fear not. We're coming to the rescue and bringing the experts with us. We've nabbed an exclusive interview with Lost executive producers Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse.
Wow, that's uncanny.
And we'll talk to the Lost authorities at Entertainment Weekly. They've got the beat on this incredible story inside and out.
It's been ruling my life.
Even ABC late-night host Jimmy Kimmel will do his part to help us brush up on our Lost glossary just in time for the Season 3 premiere.
W. W is for what the hell is going on this show?
All in good time, Jimmy. In fact, it's all coming your way next on the Lost Survival Guide. Welcome back to the Lost Survival Guide. We'll get you up to cruising altitude on the show that's got everybody in a tailspin. And just in time for the new season premiere, October 4th. So secure those tray tables. It's going to be a wild ride.
Wow, where to begin? There's a plane. Oceanic Flight 815, and it's flying through the air.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Plane crashes on an island.
That's right. There are survivors in one part of the plane and survivors in another part of the plane.
Hey, you! Come here! I need to get this woman away from these fumes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay? Hey! What's your name? Jack!
Jack is our hero. He's a doctor, cares about everybody. No, but you know what? He's trying.
If you're thinking about going for the cockpit, I'm going with you.
I don't know your name.
I'm Kate.
Kate is very smart, she's very savvy, she knows how to take care of herself.
After a time, they sort of realized that it's not going to be that easy to get off this island.
We were 1,000 miles off course. They're looking for us in the wrong place.
First they realize nobody's coming to rescue them, and then they realize that they're going to have a hard time staying alive on this island at all.
What the hell just happened?
What you think is going to be a simple survival tale actually turns into something much greater.
They encounter this polar bear in the middle of this tropical jungle. Pretty soon there's black mist taking different shapes. There's explosions happening. Definitely there are other forces at play.
You think you're seeing things on this magic island? It is definitely because you are.
Terrific.
They're trying to kind of uncover, in a larger sense, well, what is the mystery of this island? You know, why is it that no one can find us here?
More importantly, they're not the first people who have been here.
Have you seen us?
But I hear them. The others.
The kids! They took the kids!
So who are these mysterious others, anyway?
The others are...
Don't tell.
Don't
tell.
We don't know much about the others. They are this tribe that have taken a very strange interest in our castaways. They observe them from afar. They kidnap the kids.
We don't know what the selection process for the others wanting to drag you off into the jungle is, nor do we know what the others do with you once they drag you off into the jungle.
I can't promise this won't hurt.
What the...
Ouch. Clearly, island living isn't all fun and games.
One of the great things about Lost is that we're not always on the island. We get inside the characters' heads, essentially, by hearing some of their backstories.
So this flashback device that we use is a way to show the audience what happened to these people before they got on this plane.
It always seems when we see the backstories, more and more skeletons come out of the closet. Issues that they're struggling with. Things that hurt them, that damage them, that define who they are. And every episode of Lost toggles back and forth between present and past.
It really does help you learn more about, kind of the emotional baggage they have brought to this island.
How many drinks did you have at lunch, Dad?
They all have something that they've left behind now that they're on this island, and they almost get to start anew and redeem themselves.
Dad?
The title, Lost, refers to the fact that they're literally on an island, but also metaphorically refers to the fact that these people are lost in their lives. And
what does metaphorically mean?
The important thing about Lost is not to get too bogged down in the details. There are these great stories of love lost and found, of people coming together and working together in all these brand new ways.
You can enjoy it at your own pace and your own level, and you don't need to know everything. The characters are gripping enough where you know, just their
monsters and mysteries. But it's really all about getting it to do all over again. And who doesn't want that?
It doesn't matter, Kate, who we were, what we did before the crash. We should all be able to start over.
They might be starting over, but we're just getting started. When we return, our experts will help us get to know it more intimately. And we'll tap into more of the island's unique mysteries. Plus, ABC late night host Jimmy Kimmel stops by with his very special Lost Glossary. It's all coming at you next on the Lost Survival Guide. Welcome back to the Lost Survival Guide. We're on a mission to get you up to speed in time for the Lost season premiere October 4th. For those of you who might need a little help following all the twists and turns of this story, Lost creator Damon Lindelof has some comforting words.
The show is couched in mystery, and this is probably a reason that a lot of audience members are very intimidated at coming in. The reality is you're supposed to be a little bit confused. The show sort of reveals itself one layer at a time.
And we soon find out that the castaways on this island aren't always what they seem. Take sweet, innocent Kate. It turns out she boarded Oceanic Flight 815 as a handcuffed fugitive.
Kate is hot, but is she too hot to handle?
She never wants to be left behind when they're going into the jungle to, you know, find somebody or look for food.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're worried about me, Jack.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you have a problem staying in one place for very long, Kate.
She's really tough. It's gotten her into trouble several times.
I got her. Kate Austin, you're under arrest for murder.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, you did.
It could be that the castaways have come here to do battle with their demons.
Oh, come on, bring it!
Stop! We found the transceiver, but it's not working. Can anybody help?
Yes, I might be able to. Oh, great, perfect. Let's trust this guy.
Hey, we're all in this together, man. Let's treat each other with a little respect.
Shut up, Lardo. Hey, give it a break. Whatever you say, Doc. You're the hero.
Sawyer seems to have a real chip on his shoulder, but there may be more to this con man than meets the eye.
Is he a good bad guy or a bad good guy?
Every once in a while, you see him soften just a bit. And you think, well, maybe there is a heart of gold under there, but it's buried really, really deep.
I hear you had the flight manifest, and I want you to give it to me.
That's so.
Dude, you could use the points.
Well, gosh, you sure know how to butter a man up, Stay Puft. Manifests in a brown suitcase.
The island is constantly testing the characters and sort of forcing them to confront their inner natures.
The plane was loaded with heroin.
Sometimes they transcend themselves, and other times they sort of fall victim to the very things that have brought them to this island in the first place.
Do you want your guitar? Island just might give you what you're looking for, but you have to give the island something. Look up, Charlie.
The island has magic to it, at least some of our characters think so. You know, certainly the most profound thing that happens on the island is that John Locke, who is in a wheelchair prior to the crash, can suddenly walk.
Locke sort of got the sweetest deal out of everyone. He can walk, he's a complete badass, and he's doing everything he's dreamed of doing.
He knows how to hunt, and he knows how to build things and use weapons, and he has survival skills.
If anybody understands the island more than the others on an intuitive level, it's John Locke.
This place is different, special. I've looked into the eye of this island, and what I saw was beautiful.
So there's all these things that are happening on the island that are sort of outside the bounds of the science that sort of gives these people the mystical impression that maybe they are being led by a larger force, namely destiny.
I don't believe in destiny. Yes, you do. You just don't know it yet.
Locke found this hatch, and he became obsessed with it. He's like, we have to get into the hatch. The answer is in the hatch, and we got to get in there.
Keith, you run the fuse. Are we ready?
Wait a sec.
But not so fast. Before we can blow open the hatch, we need to turn the spotlight on Hurley.
Everyone seems to get along with Hurley.
He kind of grounds things for us. And yes, he does say dude a lot.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude, listen. If we're stuck here, then just surviving's not gonna cut it. We need some kind of relief, you know? We need some way that we can, you know, have fun.
He's very likable, everybody loves him, but he secretly feels like he caused the crash.
Poor Hurley. Life hasn't been easy. He worked a dead-end job, lived at home, he even spent some time in a mental institution.
While Hurley was in the insane asylum, he heard a crazy man repeating this string of numbers, and it stuck with him. So when he got out, he played them in the lottery.
He used them to win $1 bazillion in the lottery.
And that's when his life started to fall apart. His grandfather died, his house blew up, all these horrible things started to happen, and eventually led to that plane crash.
We've seen these 6 numbers pop up from the very beginning of Lost. I won't even say the numbers.
4,
8,
15,
16,
23,
and 42.
Jack said it'd be at least 4 weeks.
You owe the company for an 8-piece dark meat combo.
I didn't need 8 pieces.
I need the key to safe deposit box 815.
It's been playing over and over for 16 years.
So where are you sitting?
23B.
42F.
And that makes tonight's Mega Lotto jackpot drawing
4,
8, 15, 16, 23, and 42.
All right, so back to the task at hand, opening the hatch.
He discovers that the numbers are also etched on the side of the hatch.
He completely freaked out because these numbers are following him, and they're haunting him, and they're bringing bad luck to everyone.
Stop! Stop! Wait! The numbers are bad! Hurley, you gotta get back! The numbers...
Wow, what a blast. John Locke and company ventured down the hatch, and lo and behold,
there's a guy down there, and his name is Desmond. He has a kitchenette and a breakfast nook and washer dryer and
record player,
exercise equipment, and a lot of books.
He's trapped inside this bunker, and he has one job, and that job is to input a code into a computer every 108 minutes for reasons that he has no idea.
As incredible as it may seem,
wow,
the numbers that need to be entered every 108 minutes are 4, 8,
15, 16,
23,
and 42.
That's right.
And naturally, they were a little incredulous, and Desmond said, hey, if you don't believe me, check this film out.
The film was created by an organization called the Dharma Initiative.
You will have 4 minutes to enter the code into the microcomputer processor.
Now, it could just be that people who are entering the numbers in the hatch are just lab rats. But it could also be that they're somehow saving the planet every time they do it. Let's just hope that they keep entering those numbers.
Here's some food for thought. How do you feed 48 people on a lost island?
We hunt.
In the early days, the lost survivors searched high and low, by land and sea.
No!
But on this island, everything tastes like chicken. So sometimes you have to use your imagination. Charlie's no fool.
It's the best bloody peanut butter I've ever tasted.
He knows the way to a pregnant woman's heart. And if you really get the munchies, just open the hatch and say, ah, that Dharma Initiative puts out quite a spread. Bon appetit!
You guys got any milk?
Despite all the culinary delights of island living, some people still just want it off. Michael Dawson enlisted the help of his son, Walt, and built a raft.
Am I being punished?
What, you think working with your old man is punishment?
Feels like punishment.
This is us taking control of our destiny. Go, 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 go!
We did it!
After just one day at sea, they thought they'd been rescued.
You see the boat coming, and Jen and Sawyer and Michael, they're all happy and they're high-fiving, and you just know it's going to go bad.
They soon discovered this was no love boat.
We're going to have to take the boy. What? I'm not giving you anybody.
No! No! Help me! No!
Not so friendly, mister.
Help me!
Let's take a break from the action for a moment as ABC late night host Jimmy Kimmel pays tribute to the ones we've lost in the Lost Glossary.
R is for rest in peace. R.I.P. Boone, Shannon, Ana Lucia, Libby. You will not be forgotten, though I have to believe that had you not died a violent death, eventually the unrefrigerated ranch dressing would have killed you anyway. N is for numbers. I have a theory about the numbers, all right? The numbers that are on the hatch they're on the lottery ticket, they're all over the island. If you add them all up and divide them into the flight number, 815, you probably won't ever have sex with a woman. Try it, it works.
Stay with us. You won't want to miss our sizzling recap of the top 5 castaway kisses. And we'll find out what our experts love about Lost in the Entertainment Weekly Must List. It's all coming up next when the Lost Survival Guide returns. Welcome back to the Lost Survival Guide. Everything you need to know about the most captivating drama on television, just in time for the Season 3 premiere October 4th. By now you know that the folks who boarded Oceanic Flight 815 are a complex bunch, but let's keep it simple.
You can sit around trying to figure out why there are polar bears on this island or what the true meaning of the Dharma Initiative is. Or you can just take a step back and say, hey, I'm going to watch beautiful people on a cool island.
Despite dirty clothes and flesh wounds, these castaways still managed to get in some good lovin'. Let's check out the top 5 kisses so far. Kicking things off at number 5, Charlie and Claire go from friends to sweethearts with their long-awaited first kiss.
Charlie's always had a crush on Claire. She's very sweet, she has a cute little baby, and he's always tried to protect her. But they've had problems, namely his drug issues.
At number 4, Bad Boy meets Bad Girl in the jungle when Ana Lucia and Sawyer lock lips. At number 3, it's Hurley and Libby's unexpected smooch.
Very interesting. Maybe she knows that he's holding some serious cheddar in his wallet, and if they can ever get off this island, she's going to be sitting pretty. Who knows?
Now, the tension between these two has been brewing since day one. There's no telling where things will lead, but the runner-up spot goes to Jack and Kate.
Yeah, if the story gets around the woods where there's polar bears and explosions and mist, the first thing I would do was get to the group and tell them my side of the story and be like, she kissed me, and then I ran off.
Add Sawyer to the mix, and it's the Bermuda Triangle of love. The consummate con man got Kate to trade kisses for medical rations, and the result is the hottest kiss in the countdown.
But after she kissed Sawyer, she punched him in the face. I don't want to be the guy who gets to second base. Let's just say that Kate has kissing issues and leave it at that.
There you have it, the island's top 5, and counting.
Maybe you should do it one more time.
Now, the experts at Entertainment Weekly get to sound off on what they love about Lost in the First up, Easter eggs. Those little moments where stories intersect in surprising ways. Like when we met Sun and Jin in Korea.
On the TV in the background, you saw Hurley. And I was like, what's that all about?
Kate's mom is a diner waitress. She actually served coffee to Sawyer. Jack's father ended up with Ana Lucia on a fool's errand going to Australia. It makes you wonder if they have all been brought to the island for a reason.
I think of Lost as like this giant picture that has been shattered into 1,000 little puzzle pieces. And the story is really taking all these pieces, shuffling them around in sort of a random order. And then as we get at them each individually...
He's a lot smarter than us. And that's,
way smarter.
That really is, that's kind of upsetting to us.
Next on the must list is our favorite hatch dweller, Desmond.
Apparently Desmond is related to every single person on the island because he calls everyone brother.
Well, good luck, brother. The boy's all yours, brother. Avoid temptation, brother. I'm not so sure about that, brother.
Desmond could be the whole key to finding out what is the deal with the whole Dharma Initiative. He's got relationships with people related to this, and now we're going to see how it all plays out.
Another islander we love is Saeed.
He's really good with the radio. He can like build anything out of coconut shells or whatever he needs, and so he's sort of the MacGyver guy too.
How do you know how to do all that?
I was a military communications officer.
Are you Air Force? Army?
The Republican Guard.
You might picture this really nefarious, menacing guy, but he actually has a conscience. He's the tortured torturer.
We all know love hurts, but love triangles are another story.
There's been this whole love triangle between Jack, Kate, and Sawyer.
Are you one of those hardcore spinal surgeons?
That's me. Hardcore.
You guys are finished verbally copulating. We should get a move on.
Kate's been a bad girl. She's trying to be a good girl, so she's attracted to both guys. Jack for his heroic noble side, and Sawyer's bad boy good looks.
She hasn't really made a definitive choice.
Well, she made out with Jack.
But she also kissed Sawyer.
Right.
Although she was kind of compelled to kiss Sawyer, but it's not like she didn't enjoy it when she did it.
Sure looked like she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What happened out there in the jungle? You and Freckles. Gone all night. You're caught in a net. That's what they're calling it these days.
While all the steamy moments on Lost are certainly thrilling, it's those less attractive others that keep causing trouble for our castaways.
I think it's time we all had a talk. He's the son of a bitch who shot me on the raft.
I'm not sure how excited the others are to be referred to as the other.
The others are led by a charming fellow who calls himself Henry Gale.
Who are you people? We're the good guys, Michael.
Are they good guys? Probably not. Are they bad guys? Maybe. Are they creepy? Hell yeah.
And very persuasive, too. The others got Michael to double-cross his friends in exchange for Walt and a ticket off the island.
It's gonna be okay now. We're going home, Walt.
When things pick up, Jack, Sawyer, and Kate have been taken hostage. We see Walt and Michael are in a boat going to Lord knows where they're planning to go. Desmond blowing up the hatch. A lot of questions, a lot of things to be picked up.
Like everything, we're going to learn that what we think we know is not exactly what we know.
It's fun to follow because you're saying answer the questions and they're saying question the answers. Damn them.
There's a whole sort of history to this island, and we've only sort of seen the tip of the iceberg so far.
But the thing about the show is that every week you're getting a story that's really about character. Lost is about that essential human struggle. I trust that along the way, the show will find a way to give us all the answers that we ultimately need.
So there you have it. Lots of mysteries left to solve, many more adventures to be had. You survived this crash course, but check out the first 2 seasons of Lost on DVD to really get your feet wet. And get ready for a brand new season starting Wednesday, October 4th, only on ABC.
San and Jin have managed to work things out, and now she's pregnant. I really hope it's Jin's.
Now relationships are going to start to develop between the characters. You know,
I think there will probably be new love interests for Jack.
there always are new characters that emerge on the show.
To have sex with.
And that's what season 3 is going to be all about.
Why not make a whole island of one-hit wonders? If Charlie's there, he should be with Katrina and the Waves and Men Without Hats and Baltimore, and they could just jam all day long.
My favorite theory is that this is all taking place in the dog's brain.
They're not lost. They're on vacation.
It seems like nobody really knows anything when it comes to Lost.
Not much.